Well, now to a big story back here at home. He is now a free man. Convicted pedophile priest Paul Shanley is out of prison, and he's beginning his new life in the town of Ware. Shanley, who was at the center of the church sex abuse scandal in Boston, spent 12 years behind bars.
He is now living as a registered sex offender in Ware, a quiet central Massachusetts town where people are troubled that he's moving in. WBZ's Beth Germano is live in Ware tonight. Beth?
Well, the town and this neighborhood in particular have been shaken by the arrival of Paul Shanley, who moved into an apartment in this home just about an hour ago. It was a last-minute notification for the town of Ware after Shanley was deemed to be no longer a sexually dangerous person and allowed to walk free. But that is what's concerning the neighbors here.
Paul Shanley appeared to be overwhelmed by the cameras, arriving at his new address in the town of Ware after spending 12 years in prison for raping a boy back in the 1980s.
I know everybody deserves a second chance. I really do understand, but I really think the people around here should be aware of it and should be notified about it.
Sylvia Ishman was walking with her granddaughter in a neighborhood full of children. Shanley arrived just behind the moving trucks, and a few hours after he registered at the Ware police station as a level 3 sex offender, his profile now on the community board. The town's police chief says he learned of his new resident only today.
It's always a safety concern, but we've got a great department. We're going to continue protecting everybody's rights, regardless of who they are.
In fact, there are 5 other level 3 sex offenders on Pulaski Street alone in Ware, making it one of the most heavily patrolled. But Shanley may be the most notorious, a central figure in Boston's clergy sex abuse scandal. Victims' advocates took to the streets with warning signs, concerned without a GPS bracelet, Shanley won't have enough supervision.
This is a man we don't think is going to stop abusing, and he's a very dangerous person.
Happy to answer all these questions in the future.
An unidentified man seen driving Shanley had no comment, but from the owner of a new dance studio for children just across the street.
There's no kids going to be standing on the streets. There's no kids going to be leaving without their parents.
Now, the doctor's evaluations of Paul Shanley were released today, revealing they didn't actually interview him in determining he was no longer a sexually dangerous person, saying he wasn't compelled to be interviewed by them. He'll be on probation for the next 10 years until he is 96 years old. Reporting live from Ware, I'm Beth Germano, WBZ News.